the likely place to hide the head of a deranged sorcerer. I'm just warming up!
In agreement. Kul, the renegade, must be stopped. He seeks to duplicate the power of the storms and wield it for his own ends. He is obsessed with the powers of heaven and hell. Drawing their attention will only bring doom to us all.
Development.
Attack me?
Our opponents may be strong, but I will not stand down. I'll be telling stories about that for a while.
Unstoppable.
The evil of Mephisto, Lord of Hatred, was so pervasive that even after he had been defeated and entombed in a soul stone, his demonic essence oozed upwards into Travancore and corrupted the Zakharum priests. Though he fell to the same heroes who killed his brothers, I fear for us should he ever return.
See me now. Unstoppable. See me now. warming up.
Set out in 1 week's time into the desolate sands to search for Kuhl's hidden archives. None of us have any idea what to expect. How far has Kuhl's madness driven him? How much power has he accumulated in his mad quest? I can only hope we are not too late.
You dare attack me? How does that feel? I astound myself.
History weighs heavily on this place.
I need to go back.
It is time. Leah, cast the spell as I taught you.
I live again.
Zoltan Kuhl. We need you to activate the Black Soul Stone. We would use it to trap the last 2 Lords of Hell.
I know your voice, stranger. It has haunted me in death, just as it commanded me in life. Tyrael.
I am, but now mortal.
Fate is whimsical. I will give you the Black Soul Stone, but in exchange, I must be made whole once again.
You were treacherous before. How do I know you won't be an even greater threat once you've been fully revived?
You don't. So you must ask yourself, how much would you risk to save this wretched world?
Everything.
So be it. To begin, you will need to retrieve my blood from the dungeons where it has been hidden away. You will find them in the desolate sands beyond the aqueducts.
I'm going to go with you. We should bring Cool's head with us. Maybe he'll have something useful to say. I'll put him in your bag.
After surviving the devastation in Tristram all those years ago, I swore vengeance upon Diablo and his ilk. I've sacrificed everything for it. This is my path, and I will follow it through to its bloody end.
Leah looks to you for guidance, much as she did her uncle.
She has a kind heart.
You don't approve?
Kindness will not help us survive in these dark times. The Lord of Lies is cunning. He wears many masks to hide his shifting nature from us. But we will have an advantage over him. The Black Soul Stone. Belial fears its power, for Soulstones have bested his siblings in the past, and he could be imprisoned as well.
Have you fought Belial before?
Not openly. He was never one to lead an army. Always in the shadows, much like his mentor, Mephisto. He wields intrigue and artifice as proficiently as you wield your weapons.
You speak of all these women. Surely there was one who you truly loved.
Ah, yes. The unreasonable one I spoke of earlier. I loved her with every inch of my heart, before I went black as coal.
What happened to her?
Well, she did what all unreasonable women do. Married the wrong man.
Why didn't you stop him?
Wouldn't have been easy. He was my brother.
You said that your sisters were supposed to join you here. Where are they?
They should have awakened as well, but their mission has already ended.
How?
I sought out the closest two before I met you. They lay dead and mutilated in their chambers. The others are some distance away. I fear the worst.
Who could have killed them?
There were traces of demonic magic upon their wounds. But surely the Prophet could have protected them. Where has he gone?
What happened when you were with the Vetchin?
When we first joined the wagon train, we were just two lost souls. The Vetchin thought it was unbearably romantic. A pair of lovers on the run from their pasts. I suppose it might have even been true. A mystic with the Vetchin recognized Mira's talent immediately. We stayed with them while Mira learned from her. Along the way, we fell in love and married. I've never known anything as surely as my love for her.
Maybe she cast a spell on you.
Never mind.
I will use this.
You're an interesting one, aren't you? I wonder if your friends know what you truly are.
Just what are you implying?
Oh.
You will not enter the aqueducts! Lord Belial demands your blood!
I can open this gate for you.
Emperor Hakan?
No time for pleasantries. I think I may have uncovered Bilal's assumed identity. I'm very close. But here's what you need to know. To find Kul's blood, you'll need to get through the aqueducts. There are 2 levers that control the entrance beneath the waterfall.
Have you located Belial?
Not yet, but I have some ideas. It is difficult. I have many advisors and other attendants close to me day and night. I will find him.
How are you able to appear before us?
They keep a close watch on me. I can't leave the palace. I stole an amulet from the Vizera ambassador. I saw news it before. But I don't have much time. You need to find the stone. Leave Belial to me.
You saw all the guards he had up there. Just how did he manage to sneak away?
This place has the characteristic stench of demons. Most disgusting.
It's Belial. So long as he lives, all of Chaldeum is under siege.
Does he command all of these demons to serve him?
Uncle Deckard theorized that the demon lords leave demons in their wake, much like us leaving footprints.
Do you believe that?
Yes. The more I study my uncle's books, the more I realize that even I took his wisdom for granted.
He was a great man.
Need more time. The stench coming from those corpses could raise the dead.
We must leave nothing unexplored if we wish to purge these aqueducts.
I should.
What a monstrous creature! I will have to spend hours polishing my armor.
coming, did you? Good. I astound myself. Not ready yet. Still waiting. I am so good. I astound myself.
The Chaldean aqueducts were created by order of the Trade Consortium Council after the Dulgar Oasis was discovered 3 centuries ago. Though Chaldeum had been prosperous for many years, a reliable source of water allowed the city to grow even further. Luxurious public fountains were built to provide safe drinking water for everyone.
That's one lever down.
The light still guides us, even in the darkest of places.
Good. I astound myself.
I don't like the look of that.
Not ready yet. Didn't see that coming, did you? Still waiting. Need more time. If only they could see me now.
In recent days, the aqueducts have become dilapidated and infested with vermin. The Imperial Guard has done nothing, proclaiming that the aqueducts were in tolerable condition. But I have seen them with my own eyes, and I know the truth. Many wealthy families, including myself, now prefer well water for our homes.
The philosopher Cadus said, if you want to know the truth of a city, you need look no further than the state of its infrastructure.
So Chaldeum is infested with demons and smells of rot?
Yes, and built on secrets.
Feel. Not ready yet.
That passage should lead to the Desolate Sands.
A secret door hidden behind a waterfall. How imaginative.
You would do better?
You shall see when we get to my archives.
I can't believe he stuck me in a barrel. Really, it's quite uncomfortable in here. Are you still alive out there? Or is it the monster? Say yes if you are. Or you could clap.
Thank you for releasing me. It was getting a little boring in there. I am seeking a magic crucible that legend says was hidden in these very aqueducts. It would be a valuable addition to my jeweler's tools. Help me find it, and I will be greatly indebted to you. Oh, how rude of me. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Covetous Shen.
Were you named by your enemies?
What? I have no enemies. Everybody loves Shen. I can't imagine why my young partner bashed me over the head and sealed me in there. This place is quite dangerous without a knowledgeable guide.
And I am to believe that you are such a guide?
Oh, yes. I could show you around the world 5 times and never stub a toe.
Need more time.
What a fascinating place this is. Oh, look at all this wonderful architecture. You could walk all the way around the world and never find its like. Except for this part. I've seen this somewhere else before.
These creatures won't go down easily.
Now, I wonder where my young guide got off to. His name was Gavin, I believe. Yes, that was it. Nice young fellow. He must still be around here also. Or perhaps he got lost. No, we're not lost, are we?
Still waiting.
You know, it was actually quite an interesting experience to be locked up in a barrel. I had a lot of time to think to myself. It was a little uncomfortable, though. A delightful fellow, that young Gavin. Yes, he was so willing to show an old man around the desert. And his company only cost me a small bag of gold per day. He hardly complained about anything. Always a smile on his face. something moving in the water? Oh, it's just the water.
I didn't think I could get any better.
I hope the Crucible is in here somewhere. Would we not know that we didn't find something that was never here in the first place?
Crucible, it's mine!
Be careful, Gavin. It might be cursed. Dear, I did warn him. The Crucible should be safe now. Pick it up. Pick it up. Poor young man. If I had known the Crucible was cursed, I never would have brought him along. I am starving. Do you think we'll find any good food down here?
Well, I've seen some piles of rotting carcasses.
How do you think they would taste? I have heard of many strange delicacies and partaken of many upon my journeys, but... Oh, you were not serious.
I'm going back to town. I need to learn the spell needed to restore Cool's body. I'll meet you when you get to the archives.
You and I are the same. But those others, the fallen angel, the witch, they're using you for their own ends. You choose to be their puppet. Yet the power of your birthright could make you a god.
How goes your divinity, Cool?
There's no need to be snide. Soon enough, I'll walk this world again. Then I'll show you what a Nephilim can achieve. Archives lie beneath this desert. Perhaps even beneath the sands we now tread upon. The Haradrim could not destroy them. They could only lock the door behind them. And I still have the key.
They should have run when they had the chance.
We, the Zakarim, have endeavored to make Chaldean a city of mercy and salvation, but we have not yet been able to convince the emperors to change the ancient policy of exile. Prisoners convicted of treason are still sent to the desolate sands to die with nothing but the clothes on their backs.
100 different species must have come here to die.
Brass wrote that this land was an oasis of surpassing beauty once. A great magical battle sucked the water from the earth, killing every animal.
Need more time. I'm just warming up.
By all that is holy, do you
Still
see
waiting.
that enemy over there?
Nothing.
Thousands of years of records, I cannot find a single account of a prisoner surviving exile to the desolate sands. The wastes are littered with bones
Not ready
that
yet.
have been picked dry by the endlessly circling bloodhawks or desperate lacuni. Those who die there meet their end without the sanctity of the light.
become unstoppable. This chest is just waiting for me to open it. Can't carry more. I am returning to town.
New goods today. Please look. You won't be disappointed.
I miss Uncle Deckard so much. It's hard going on without him.
You carry on his legacy. He would be proud.
Thank you. I'm going to get back to my research.
You may notice that jewels you find enhance your already considerable abilities. I can combine similar gems to make a more powerful one. At the moment, I can offer you a few basic pieces of jewelry. Now, if you bring me supplies, I will eventually be able to offer you exciting and exotic new designs. But it doesn't have to be just business with us. Come by and talk anytime, my friend. Ah, very interesting topic. I sell jewels.
Well, I suppose that could be interesting. What are you doing so far from Xiansai?
The women. Young ladies chasing me around day and night, begging for a kiss. I had to leave. It was the only honorable thing to do.
I somehow feel that you aren't being entirely truthful with me.
Truth? Never touch the stuff. I knew you would lead me to exciting and mysterious places. We should encounter the jewel I seek any day now.
Tell me more about this jewel.
Oh, it's nothing special. It merely changes form to evade pursuers and drives its owners mad.
What? Why would you search for such a thing?
Because it's mine. You try to give a young man some advice, and he assumes you are the Shinsai god of thieves, traveling in disguise as an elderly jeweler. I understand his confusion, as I do share certain features.
Such as?
Well, we both are handsome, impossibly clever, adequately bearded, oh, and handsome. I know I repeat myself, but our sheer beauty should not be understated.
The people of Shansai worship 59 gods, but few are more revered than Zai, the exiled trickster god who travels the face of the world disguised as a humble merchant. Tales of his adventures range from ingenious thefts and practical jokes to more lurid exploits, none of which I am comfortable recording here.
I think I might have met Sultan Cool once. He seemed like a perfectly reasonable sort, for a mage, that is.
Is there something wrong with being a mage?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know how they can be. With the waving hands and the mumbling all the time. They can be a little strange. You're looking at me in a very strange manner.
I've just realized that you never discouraged that man from believing you were the god of thieves.
Why would I?
Because you're not a god.
My thousands of romantic conquests would disagree.
Hey lady, I got some new things. You should take a look. Awaits! What else did Rast have to say about this battle that ruined this land?
Not much. There were no survivors from the battle that day, or at least none that ever left this land. Local legend says that the magic twisted them, making them cannibals and worse, and that they sleep beneath the sands, waiting for nightfall.
Some of my blood is within that cave. I can feel it.
We are well on our way. At this rate, the Soul Stone will be ours soon.
I believe with this Soul Stone, I will finally be able to unlock the true power of man. In ancient times, our kind possessed power unmatched in this dreary age. With the Soul Stone, I will be able to elevate myself to the strength of my ancestors.
sacrifices are nothing. Still waiting. I'm just warming up.
A glorious development. A worthy opponent.
Need more time.
What further trials await us now?
I am unstoppable. Not ready yet. How does that feel? Myself. Still waiting. I'm just warming up. Why do you fight so much with Lyndon?
Our motivations are complete contradictions of one another. I am driven by honor and the good of others. He is driven by greed and a calling that comes from below his weight.
Need more time.
Soulstone will be my greatest work, my legacy, and my gift to humanity. There will be wars to come between man and the creatures of heaven and hell. The power housed within my stone is the very thing needed to set mankind free from demons and angels forever. In here, I can feel my blood nearby. They hid some of it beyond this portal.
It's hard to believe the Herodrum came to a place like this.
Not ready yet. I'm just warming up. Warming up. Nicely done. Feel. Didn't see that coming, did you?
We found Kuhl's archives. They were strangely empty at first. But Kuhl laid traps everywhere, each step harder than the next. It was foolish to expect otherwise. Kuhl has prepared for many years for someone to come for him. Perhaps we are fools. And yet, we must push on.
Finally, I have unlocked the secret of the soul stones once given to the Horadrim by Tyrael. An impressive creation, to be sure, but one that I am certain can be duplicated. No, not just duplicated, improved upon. My soul stone will be made to contain the souls of many demons, or even angels.
Deserve death.
Bale was the most brash and reckless of the primevals. After the Dark Exile, he was contained within the Horadrim Tal Rasha and entombed. Centuries later, Diablo freed Bale, who then corrupted the World Stone to devastating effect for the barbarians who lived near Mount Ariat. The heroes killed Bale shortly afterward.
Archives are at the northern tip of the desolate sands. There we will find my body and the Black Soul Stone.
Liar! We both know you will betray us the first chance you get.
I am many things, Templar, but I am no liar. With all the secrets I have learned over the centuries, the truth is far more entertaining. For example, would you like to hear of the true origin of your order?
There is nothing you have to say that would interest me.
Here is the entrance to my archives. Let me activate the portal. I had to build all of this for my research and my experiments. The Black Soul Stones, a complicated creation. I sacrificed much to make it.
Looks like I got here just in time. Emperor Hakan? What are you doing here?
Good, everyone's together. I came to tell you that I have found Bilal, and I am ready to lead you to him.
Then, once we have the Black Soul Stone, we can rid ourselves of the Lord of Lies forever.
All well and good, but first I will be made whole.
We're ready to do our part. Just you remember yours.
Have you discovered Belial's identity?
Yes, but we must be very careful. He has noticed your actions, and he grows nervous. You focus on the Soul Stone. You can confront Belial afterwards.
How did you end up in Tristram?
You know, I've asked myself that. It was Mira's idea. I wonder if she saw something and knew that I needed to be there to help you. Did she know what was going to happen all along?
I'm sorry, my friend, but you had many happy years together. I'm sure she had no regrets.
Thank you. I need a moment alone.
New goods today. Please look. You won't be disappointed.
Good choice.
Leah has become quite powerful.
The power was always within her. Now, she's learning to control it.
Did she inherit her power from you?
I do not know where her power comes from. I spent a lifetime studying the ways of magic. It did not come so easily to me.
I have thought more on what I am missing.
Oh?
Our progress seems to clarify things for me. It is difficult to explain.
If we keep going, maybe you'll remember more.
Yes. The spell that sent me to this time was bound to the Prophet. Now he is missing. And some parts of me are missing as well. Lost to the ages.
Perhaps you can retrieve them with magic?
Yes, but it will take a while. My skill is not so great as the Prophet's was.